Hey guys, my name is Owen, and you guys are watching my artifact projects. And I chose to show you guys the habitat of my endangered animal, which was the giant garter snake. And this is a runoff for a water treatment plant out in the orchards just southwest of Chico. And really, if you go anywhere a mile or over south of Chico, I mean, you're going to end up being in the orchards or some farm of some sort, most likely. So most of you guys have probably seen areas like this. Bird habitat, mostly due to the cover that they have, due to the plants on the edges, and they need shallower water, so they're not living in rivers or lakes and things like that mainly. Normally they live in marshlands or wetlands, but they make do in drainage ditches and such because it's a little bit warmer, a little bit stiller. A huge part of Chico's economy and culture for a very long time now has been farming. And if you go anywhere over about a mile south of our school, you're probably going to be in a place that looks a lot like this. This here is the perfect habitat, or at least it is now, for the giant garter snake for a few reasons. There's foliage on the sides, which provides shelter. There's some areas to bask in the sun, which is vital for them. And there's also water, which is the most vital because they're aquatic snakes. The giant garter snake has now lost over 90% of its original habitat due to California's water management, along with the effect of pesticides and other such factors. Even though they could probably be hiding from me in this grass right here, there's almost a 0% chance I would ever find one at this time of year because they're in hibernation. They hibernate from fall until springtime. And that's another one of the needs they have of a habitat is they need to be able to go and reach a slightly higher elevation so that they can hibernate, and then they go lower so that they can take the benefit of the natural flooding that this area does. Rice fields are probably the most prevalent population areas for the giant garter snake due to shallow water and lots of things for them to hide in. Ditches like this are prime habitat for the snake now. So this one looks a little bit dry for their liking. They'd like about half a foot probably of water at the bottom of that if it was up to them. The street here is actually a water filtration facility, and the water from here actually gets sent to the Sacramento River. Rivers like this are vital, especially in agricultural areas, because of the major risk that pesticides pose. Pesticides heavily affect the giant garter snake population, causing birth defects or mutations that can harm reproduction. Another huge part of California's water management is all the water that has to get sent to dry places all over the state. When you take into account the need for marshes compared to the need for water for huge populations of people, it gets pretty hard to compare snake populations to people populations. So if you're from Southern California and you're going back home soon, next time you take a shower down there, think of all the giant garter snakes you killed. I hope you guys learned something.